Hello Stampers, Deb Valder here, your Fun Stampers Journey Coach, and today I'm here to bring you another new little technique that I learned from one of my teammates, Glenda Calkins. She did such an amazing job on one of her cards that I asked her the technique that she used, and I don't think she had a name for it. It's all done with stencils, and it's just so much fun. I'm also going to use our liquid color, and our liquid color is something that's new in our big catalog. You can buy them in bundles, but you can also get them a la carte, and we have 3 new colors in our new mini catalog, which is called, let me just grab it for you, the Bloom This Way catalog. It's just an amazingly beautiful catalog. It's as pretty on the outside as it is on the inside, and we have 3 brand new colors of the liquid color in this little catalog. Like I said, all of the other ones right here are in the big catalog, and you can buy them in a bundle, or you can buy them all separately. If you buy them in a bundle, you get a pretty big discount. You can use them on our creative palettes. You can use them on just about anything, but they're just gorgeous. All right, so let me show you how I did this. I'm going to take and use our watercolor paper because we are going to use a lot of liquid on this, and I want to make sure that it all works good because we are going to use so much water to it. All right, so the first thing that I'm going to do is take and get our little daubers out. These are our big daubers, I should say. I'm going to get out some of our liquid fusion, but I do need my old block, so I'm going to get one of my big old blocks. These are the ones that don't have the grids on them. You don't want to use the ones with the grids because they'll get inside the grids and you'll never get the color out. All right, so I'm going to take and I'm going to put on, I'm using Fresh Forest. All right, I'm going to use, let's see, Watermelon Fusion. This is one of the bigger ones right here. Okay, I mean not bigger, one of the new ones. And then this one is Lemon Drop right here. All right. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm not going to use the forest. I'm going to use the lighter color. So let me just take that off of there. I used the Limeade Splash instead of the Lemongrass because I wanted to go with the lighter colors. So I'm just going to use the Limeade Splash. You don't need a whole lot of it, especially the green. So I'm just going to take and use that one. So the colors that I have once again are the Lemon Drop. It is the Limeade Splash and the Watermelon Fusion. All right, and I'm coordinating it with our colors that are the papers that I'm using and the ribbons that I'm using also. All right, so the first thing that I want to do is I'm going to start with my lighter color first, and what you do is you just suck up all the ink that's on this right here. All right, now when you go to do this, you don't want to make little dots. If you make little dots, it's going to look like, I call it clown paper. All right, that's what you don't want to do. All right, so what you want to do is you want to put it on, but you want to burnish it in circles, and the darker the better. All right, so you see how I'm just kind of burnishing? They're not those little, like, you're not doing the bokeh technique, we're doing the burnishing technique. All right, so you're just going to randomly do this with one color. Then we're going to go to the watermelon, suck up all the ink on your little palette, and do the same thing, as dark as you can. All right. All right. There. Now let's go to the Limeade. And remember to try to get, I'm going to put a little bit more of the green on there because, whoops. I'm going to do something I want to show you too. This is really kind of neat. We discovered this by mistake, but I'll tell you, it was really beautiful. But I'm going to put a little bit more of each color on to show you something a little bit different. All right, let me finish this one. All right, the darker the better. All right, so I'm going to set this one aside to dry. You don't really want any white showing. Okay, so I'm going to set that one aside for just a second. I'm going to grab another piece of my watercolor paper, and I want to show you something. I want to get the red or the watermelon right in the middle. Okay, and then I'll put a little bit over here and maybe a little bit right here. Go back to the yellow. I'm going to show you why. It's just so pretty. All right, and then the green. Again, you want these burnished circles. All right. All right, I think that's it. Now watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to do both of these because you know me. I'm always doing, let me just wipe that off. So, all right, this is water soluble, so it's so easy to clean up. I love it. All right, just take a little baby wipe and you're good to go. All right, now what I'm going to do is this is so much fun. All right, so you can take any one of our stencils. We have big stencils in the catalog. We have little stencils. This is a brand new one. And this one right here actually was a set of 4. And I cut them into, so you get 4 for the price of 1. It had the little gear. Let me see if I can show you better if this isn't on here. So here is the gear. Here is the little swirlies. Here's the numbers. And here are the... All right, so you know with our stencils you can use our pan pastels, you can use our daubers, you can use our sponges, but in the back of the catalog in the Journey Media section, and I think that just scares people away, we have several new ones. Well, this is the one that I'm talking about right now, and what I did was I cut it into 4, so you get 4 for the price of 1. But these stencils are large and they're gorgeous. You can use any of the smaller stencils that are in our catalog. For this technique, you can use anything. All right, so these are some of our bigger ones right here. And they lend this technique very, very well. Now, Glenda used this one with the blues, and she did a beautiful, absolutely beautiful winter card. It was just gorgeous. But for today, I'm going to use this one right here. I cut them into 4s, and then you're going to see what I'm going to do. It's so cute. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and I'm going to lay it on the top, and I'm going to grab one of my medium misters. It's got just water in it. And I'm also going to grab a paper towel, okay? Very important to grab your paper towel, all right? Because you don't want to get too much water, but you want to get enough. So before I start, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take and I'm just going to mist all the way along, making sure I don't miss any spots, but you don't want to over mist, all right? So I'm just, there we go. Now I'm going to take my paper towel and I'm going to blot it. And the reason I'm doing that is because I don't want any of the water to seep underneath it. So I'm just going to take and blot off, and I'm basically blotting off the water off the top. I'm not blotting it off the paper. I'm just blotting it off the top. Make sure that medium mister is going in the right direction, because if it doesn't, it can get all over you. Trust me, I've done that. All right, so now I've blotted it, and when I take this up, watch what happens. Ready, set, what? And that's why I wanted to do that one in the middle, because it did that little rose right here, right in the middle of that rose. Now, as it dries, it's going to get brighter and brighter and brighter, and the white is going to come out even more. Let me just do that one more time for you. I'm going to take this. I'm going to make sure that the medium mister is pointed in the right direction, and I'm just going to wet this all the way around and then blot it. Blotting is very important, okay? You're pretty much getting the water off of your table, all right? But you're also getting it off of, look at that, isn't that so pretty? Now, as this dries, it's going to take and get lighter and lighter and lighter, all right? I just love, and that's all there is to it. The people that did it in my class were just so amazed with it. So I'm calling this the secret, no, what did I call it? I forgot what I called it. Anyway, that's it. So now all we're going to do is we're going to start layering. So I'm going to take my colors, and these are ones, see when it dries lighter like this. If you do the little circles like I told you not to do, this is what it looks like. You don't want to do that. If you don't blot it, this is what it looks like. It doesn't give you that crisp, clear, because the water seeped underneath it. So you don't want to do that, all right? And here's one of the other stencils that I did. It's just so pretty, all right? So the next thing that we're going to do is to take and put this together. So I'm going to take this and put it onto my layer with my Easy Glide. All right. And then I'm going to add, and you don't even have to have, I got two of them going at the same time. You don't even have to have, you don't have to let it dry totally. It'll dry on the card, and it just looks so pretty. Okay, so there's that. And let me grab my ribbon. This is the Watermelon Fusion ribbon that matches the cardstock. All right, so we're just going to take and put a little bit of adhesive on the back end of this and add our ribbon. Let's see. There we go. All right, so there's that. And now let's add some more of our adhesive. And that's going to go on our base card. Now, I want to take and add some of our lemongrass. Let's do this. I always fold it in half. Just grab a little piece for the extra. And I'm just going to make my loops. There we go. Alright, and then tie this around. Oh, so many cool things in these catalogs to play with. Alright, so in here, in this card, I'm highlighting the liquid color. I don't want you to be scared off because they call it, it's just funny, people think that Journey media is like a taboo word. Alright, and then I'm going to just take one more piece and wrap it around. Let's put this right through here and tie it up. Just a couple more things left of this card. That's how fast this little card is right here. So fast. Alright, so then I'm going to take and put one of my mini glue dots here. I like to take and just take one of these and roll it, put it on the back end of it, attach it to here. Okay, isn't that so cute? So far so good. I just want to kind of fluff that around. Let's bring this card in here to show you what I'm still looking at. Alright, now this is so much fun. We have in our new mini catalog, we have some of the cutest flowers ever. Let me just show you. They are on page. They are paper flowers, so you can color them. We have a couple of different sets. We have the fresh cuts, we have the sweet blooms, and we have the patootie bursts. Let me just show them to you. They're just adorable. And they come in, these are the larger ones, come in a couple different colors. These are the medium ones, and these are the small ones. So these are the ones I like to color myself. They come white, but you can color them any way that you want. So what I did was, I took some of our Color Splash, and these are just sprayers, okay? You take out this little blue piece and you spray it. So what I do is I just get a box, I throw them in the box, and I just spray them. When I sprayed it, it not only turned the color of the flower, but it also turned that little thing in the middle the same color. So this is the Watermelon Fusion, which matches the ink, which matches the liquid color, which matches the cardstock. Everything just matches. It's so awesome. And then you just put this on here. Every once in a while, if you don't use them for a while, the tip will get clogged. All you have to do is run this under water, and that's it. I just run it under hot water. It unclogs immediately, and you're spraying away again. Love that. So I sprayed this little guy, and now what I'm going to do is attach him to my little guy right here. All right, again with a little mini glue dot. And I'm just going to take and roll it and put it on the back end of that. Okay, And then that's going to go right in the middle of that. Now I'm not done with my flower yet. I'm going to take and I'm going to fluff that. And then, you don't have to do all of this, but it's just so much fun. You get started and you just can't stop. See how this is lightening up even more? Look at that beautiful rose right there in the middle. Now this is our sparkle silk. So tonight, if you think you're afraid of Journey Media, or you know, you just don't know what it is, it's just fun stuff to work with. So with this right here, I have the sparkle silk, I've used the liquid color, and I'm using the color splash. So these are, and I think the card is absolutely gorgeous, okay? And so what I'm going to do now is to take some of our silk. You always want to take and shake it to get all of that really pretty, sparkle in there. And I'm just going to paint this so everything sparkles on this little flower right here, but it still stays that same color. Isn't that cute? All right, so there's that. Now we have one more thing to do. We have the words, all right? So the words came from a stamp set called Hope Anchors, and I'm using the Faith, Hope, and Joy. So I'm going to grab that stamp and the die. Okay, so where did I put the die for that one? Here it is right here. All right, and then I need the stamp, which is already on my block. Now remember, this month, January 2018, our blocks are on sale. So all of the ones with the grids, all of our blocks have grids on them, and it's really awesome because you can get them at 20% off. So make sure you do that, all right? Grab them now while you can get them at a very inexpensive price, but they are top-notch blocks. They're already inexpensive, but then you add the 20% off and it's even better. So I'm going to go over and I'm going to cut this out, and then I will be right back. Alrighty, here we go. We're going to take but it looks funny because it's all white. So this is what I did. I took my gel press, and I added some of the same liquid color. Now I'm not going to do the green. I just want the watermelon, and that's way too much, and the lemon drop. Okay. And I'm going to add some of our medium mister. Just water. Just water. Okay. And there we go. Now this dries lighter, so I don't want you to get nervous. Let me just add a little bit more water to that one. Okay. I told you it was way too much. You don't need that much. All right, so I'm going to take my Faith, Hope, and I'm just going to take and I'm going to add some color. And what I'm doing is just dabbing it. I want that to dry just a little bit, because if I mix the two of them, it's going to turn into orange, and I don't want I want it to be pink, and there we go. That's all I need. See, I told you I had way too much. Let me just grab my, and this just cleans up, because it's water-based, it just cleans up with a little baby wipe. Okay? I'm just covered with, there we go. Alrighty, so now we have our words. That'll dry lighter. Remember, it'll dry lighter. And I know it's not gonna stick, I don't think, because it's still too wet. Let's try it though. Well, maybe. Okay, I'm just taking my Journey foam squares here. Yeah, it did. Good. And then it can dry on the card. Alright, and then I'm going to add that to this right here. I don't want to cover up that because it's just gorgeous. There. Isn't that so beautiful? There's my card for today. I hope you liked it. Isn't that cool? Again, Glenda Calkins is the one who taught me how to do this. I love her to pieces. This will dry lighter. This will all dry lighter. You can tell the difference between the two of them. But it doesn't take very long to dry, and it doesn't take very long to make. So give it a try and let me know how you make out, all right? I hope you enjoyed my post for today. You know how to get a hold of me. Thank you so much for stopping by. See ya.